Welcome back, everybody, into the Hanzo Genji Cup playoffs. My name is Bahamut, and on the left-hand side, it's going to be Squeal Team 6. On the right, it's going to be Anti-Clan Association. We're here in the lower bracket final. It's a best-of-5 series. Winner of this series goes to the grand finals. Up next, versus 30K. I can say that because literally by the powers of deduction, you have seen every team but 30K. So it's not really a spoiler, as you've quite literally just saw Storm League enjoyers getting eliminated. They'll take 4th place in the tournament. So this is going to be an elimination match in the lower bracket final. Loser obviously takes 3rd, and winner goes on to face 30K. We will have a Lucio Chromie band on the left-hand side. Hanzo and Genji? Probably blue. Oh, Brightwing. Hanzo and Brightwing. Well, the grand finals could be a rematch of yesterday's upper bracket final, as Squeal Team 6 did lose to 30K in the upper bracket final. And that was quite the barn burner of a series. I do recommend going back and watching that after the VOD or after the stream today. All my VODs are available. I will quite literally, when the stream is done today, I'm going to download both the VODs, and I'll be starting to edit those. I'll be starting to edit those and get them up on YouTube as quickly as possible for all of you, with spoiler-free additional time if needed for a series. And yeah, so be sure to subscribe over on the YouTube page. It helps us out a ton as we're trying to grow the YouTube as much as possible. Scary part is that 2024 to 2034 is the last decade we'll ever get. Wait, what? Is the world gonna end in 2034? Alright, we got a Maiev first pick for the crew of Squeal Team 6. We'll see a Junkrat Blaze for Anti-Clan Association. They did just play a best of 5 series, and they're nice and warmed up. Not sure if Squeal Team 6 are coming in cold, if they had any sort of warm-up practice, or if they just kind of chilled and watched the first best of 5. Diablo and Urel with a Maiev. So a lot of control, but some decent dive on the left-hand side for Squeal Team 6. Battlefield of Eternity. Anduin wouldn't be a bad target ban, because of just the dive ability. Unless they plan to take it on the side of Anti-Clan Association, because Anti-Clan will have the first pick after this mid-ban phase. So if they would like to have the Genji and Anduin together, they could go for that. And it looks like it's going to be a Vala ban. A little bit of a target ban there, I do believe. Shield's also good for racing down the Immortal. This could be Anduin ban here, or it could be another auto attacker. Get rid of something that races the Immortal pretty well, like a Gray Mane. I don't think we'll see a Rainer ban, but many moons ago, that was Rainer was quite the priority on this map. There's the Gray Mane ban I was just talking about. It's like it's my job to analyze this video game for all of you lovely humans at home. Alright, so Junkrat Blaze on the right. As I said, they could go into that Genji Hanzo if they want to look for some sort of light bomb dive. Arthas is gonna be picked up here. Okay. People, I think, like Arthas. I'm pretty sure people like Arthas. They've, like, called for him to be buffed once or twice. Stukov with that as well. Alright, lot of control. A lot of control for Anti-Clan Association. They got Roots, they got Steel Traps, Jet Propulsions, Lurking Arm, Zoning Potential is high. Left side, what are they going to do? They're going to need a healer with this as well. I like the Malfurion, Li Ming together. You got the Innervate for Li Ming to give cooldown reduction to her base abilities, as well as give mana back to her as well. And Maiev, Diablo, and Urel shouldn't be too mana-starved, so that'll be a nice little synergy for Malfurion and Li Ming together. Last pick on the right, Junkrat Blaze, Arthas, Stukov. I'd like to see some sort of auto attacker that is able to burn down the Immortal a little bit faster. I don't hate the idea of a Rainer. Cassie is not too bad of an idea, but blinds aren't insanely important right now. It's going to be a Sylvanas, which actually I do like this quite a bit. Roger Sylvanas is really strong. I assume it will be him playing that. And, yeah, Roger Sylvanas is fantastic. And I'm actually kind of surprised that it was able to kind of sneak into the end of this draft of Sylvanas here. But let's get into the cast. Let's go ahead and start up a Twitch prediction for all of you wonderful people watching the stream. Where is my going? All right, so we got Squeal Team 6 versus Anti-Clan Association. 5-minute gamble. Get him on in. Oh, Ash Mantle, a pixel too fast. Ash Mantle, just a pixel too fast for me. Nicely done. Get your predictions in. Map number 1, lower bracket finals. Coming at you, everybody. Right side of the map is going to be Anti-Clan Association. We've got a Mason Blaze, Roger on the Sylvanas, Valimar Stukov, Godfilth playing the Arthas, and Kelsier will be on the Junkrat. Left side, first time we've seen them today, Squeal Team 6, a Nasmus Urel. Nintori showing off his mastery on Malfurion. We've got a Sai Maiev, Brandon Li Ming, and Porky on the Diablo. Pursuit of Vengeance, level 1. We'll see Force Armor for Li Ming, no Aether Walker. We've got the Rhyme on Arthas, Low Blow Stukov, as well as Adrenaline Stim Pack. We'll see Overwhelming Affliction on our Sylvanas. Dauntless on the Urel. Diablo is going to be hit by a couple Frag Launcher Grenades and extra wound timers for Junkrat level 1. Sylvanas going to rotate up into the top lane. Nasmus is going to see this and just keep that Avenging Wrath charge going. Sai is up here as well. Maybe looking for... Nah, just going to poke onto the wave with some or with some Fan of Knives. I saw the Spirit of Vengeance go out, and I thought there might be a teleport dive onto Sylvanas, but I don't think there's going to be an early kill yet. And Brandon just trying to poke onto the fort front gate. Valimar will eat that damage, or at least some of it, to try and deny the siege. Spirit of Vengeance away, teleporting out. As I mentioned, Arthas has that Rhyme level 1. Every 5 seconds gains 75 physical armor. Oh, Umbro Bind, really weird interaction. No, wait, oh, that was something weird just happened right there. I think it was like an overpower onto Junkrat midair or something, but either way, Diablo does go down. First blood over to Anti-Clan Association. They actually get the double kill early on if that does sway your Twitch prediction. And Squeal Team 6 might be coming in a little cold on this. Seemingly an unforced error, 2 unforced errors in the bottom yielding to the double kill. Jet propulsion right to the face of Urel, but Diablo's got the Shadow Charge to reposition Mason Blaze. Bottom lane siege continues with the Black Arrows from Sylvanas, amplifying that bottom lane potential. Skimming around the map right now as well, seeing like Urel was pressuring on a Mason Blaze, Diablo making the rotation down into bottom, but not going to be anything major to note. Concussion Mine once again putting Porky in an awkward spot. He's going to have to just slowly walk away. Gets one minion to Shadow Charge to the left, and he's able to disengage just fine. Urel is still pressuring top. Our objective phase will be announced here in about 5 seconds. Both teams going to be splitting off and grabbing their fallen shaman camps. Pin down for Maiev was picked up at level 4. No finishing on that, no stackage. Unstable poison for the Sylvanas, as well as Boom Pow on our Junkrat. Might be seeing Bog Down level 7. It's a possibility. Okay, so 2 kills over to Anti-Clan Association early on, but it hasn't really yielded a big experience jump or anything like that. Speaking of jumps, Avenging Wrath into top lane. Godfilth will be discovered by the Maiev. Arthas activates his Frozen Tempest, slowing down Maiev as a Concussion Mine pushes Nasmus around. He'll answer back with a Righteous Hammer. Li Ming is going to start stepping up for a Mortal Race. The Umbra Bind not pulling Godfilth into the fort front gate. But Urel will make quick work of this with the help of Maiev's Spirit of Vengeance. Bottom lane cleared out by Blaze. Now a little fight around the objective area here. Arthas rooted. Umbra Bind onto him as well. Spirit of Vengeance, but he hugs the side rock here and isn't going to be pulled out of position. Avenging Rat to try and close the distance, but Urel just can't find it. That's a nice Shadow Charge initiation from Porky. Root from Malfurion does not connect on to Valimar, who's able to spread the healing pathogen and back away. All right, well, we got some gambles. We got some odds. Thank you, chat. Appreciate it. So, Li Ming is still poking on the Immortal north of this objective phasing we're looking at. Umbral Bind pulling Valimar in. Concussion Mine pushes the Yrel away. Maiev will be the third kill over to the side of Anti-Clan Association. Avenging Rat to try and get some distance here, and Squeal Team 6 looking a little wobbly here in map number 1 in this best of 5 lower bracket final. Jet Propulsion. I think Yrel is definitely dead here. Nice snipe from Stukov, low blow helping out. Sylvanas gets the kill. 4th kill to Anti-Clan Association, who Junkrat is still reading his tooltips here. He's like, do I want to go into Bog Down? I guess I'll take Sticky Wicket. First objective phase, Belith in the top lane favoring Anti-Clan Association. 7 talent here also here for Squeal Team 6, who they're looking to wake up. I mean, it's a lot of unforced errors here, and Diablo Porky, I think he might be picked off. Porky picked off. Maiev getting one Fan and Ive reset, looking for the pin down to be finished out, but Sai is going to be taken out as well. A Howling Blast from Arthas will connect onto Malfurion, but the Death Lord won't be able to close the distance onto Malfurion here. Black Arrows from Sylvanas activated. Roger and friends are going to be able to take down this fort quite quickly, and the Immortal is still pretty healthy here. First Immortal of the game getting a fort and getting some damage onto a keep front gate. It's 6-0 in kills. And 10 talent here is a quarter of a level away, favoring the side of Anti-Clan of Squeal Team, no, of Anti-Clan Association. So they swap sides on me because of the bracket. All right, Tens are here on the right side, flailing swipes, bunker for Blaze. We've got an army of the dead for Arthas, Riptire Junkrat, and Sylvanas. I assume it's Wailing Arrow. Indeed it is. Black Arrow's activated. Gotfeld was locked in place by a root from Malfurion. Answers back with a Howling Blast and looking to take down this bottom lane fort. And I think with the Black Arrows expiring, it's going to be a little difficult, but that mini wave is just now arriving with the Impaler camp as well. Still 10 talent tier advantage to Anti-Clan Association. Only heroic used here is going to be that Army of the Dead for Arthas. Lurking Arm from Stukov slows from that weighted Pustule activation. Sidewall being taken out. Junkrat poking from the north side. Jet Propulsion in from Blaze. No connection because Sai had a Vault of the Wardens. And it's 11-9 in our levels here. Almost level 10 for Squeal Team 6, who are having a real rough start to this best of 5 series. Okay. So Diablo's soul consumption is reduced. He still needs another 25 to have the buyback. Lightning Breath, Tranquility, Ardent Defender, Containment Disc, and Wave of Force.
There is no escaping.
Alright, second objective phase is here. Defense setup. Still a level and a half difference, realistically. Anti-Clan Association about to have level 12, but no talent tier advantage. Just scaling advantage by 2 levels. Arthas has his Frozen Tempest activated here. Porky going to try and back away. Nentori on the top left of our screen. Also, taking a long rotation out of this. Kelsier was harassed by Yrel. The Riptire doesn't get a ton of value, I don't believe, but the Twin Flames from Blaze will take down this Maiev. A 7th kill over to the side of Anti-Clan Association as Nasmus is trying to back away from Roger. Immortal being poked over here. Junkrat and Sylvanas are doing great work so far. Looks like Arthas will step in with Stukov to try and zone Porky and friends from getting any siege onto their Immortal. Lurking Arm with the growing infestation and such. Sup, Serious Wolf? How you doing today, bud? Happy Sunday to all of you in chat. Thanks for lurking, thanks for chatting, thanks for being here. Shadow Charge, Concussion Mine, as there's a Lurking Arm from Stukov as well. Porky in a really rough spot, just trying to make something happen here. And the Haunting Wave from Sylvanas and some autos will take down the Lord of Terror. As now we get into just race from both sides. Sylvanas and Junkrat are going to make quick work of this on the right. Arthas is trying to harass onto the Maiev, maybe finding another kill. The slows from this Frozen Tempest are helping out a ton. Concussion Mine pushes Maiev further away, and the Immortal is going to have a decent amount of shielding moving into bottom lane. $17,900 HP, 666 damage, standard, 1,332 into structures, and it is going to be roughly 10,000 points of shielding. What's up, Lazy Hydra? Good to see you, dude. Containment disc on to Sylvanas. Umbrobind will be pulling Got Filth out of position, but it doesn't look like he's going to be taken down. Yrel, caught by a steel trap in the bush on the top of our screen, was trying to jump into all of this. It's still a 2-level difference, talent tier advantage to the side of Anti-Clan Association, who may be looking for a very fast map number 1 in this best of 5 series. Army of the Dead activated. The Immortal's still fairly healthy here. Shielding is available, and Maiev does go down. Bunker summoned by Blaze. Got Filth gets inside. Nintori with the Tranquility activated. Riptire right next to this. Malfurion almost gets the kill. The jet propulsion from Blaze into Yrel's face doesn't land the kill, and Yrel does have Ardent Defender available. At Anti-Clan Association, they're looking for a map 1 victory. They're looking for the speed run here today. Or are they? Their positioning is starting to lead me to believe that they're not committed to this end. Or are they? Can Crush Your Mind onto Diablo. Yrel jumps in. Ardent Defender activated. Lightning Breath from the Diablo activated into Got Filth. And Concussion Mine will push away Yrel at the end of this. Flailing Swipes push back the enemy. The Immortal will be cleared out. 89% left on this core. Some permanent damage done. Blaze turns around. Jet Propulsion into Yrel. They're looking at Diablo. He does have souls to respawn. Containment disc onto the Blaze. He doesn't have a whole lot of mana, but he's still going to have that Pyromania active at the end of all of this. Concussion Mine pushes Diablo back once again. Fan of Knives pinned down is finished out. Sai is getting Fan of Knife reset after reset. Got Filth is going to try and trade here, but he will be picked off as the allies are going to do their best to back away. Nasmus is going to be traded here. Diablo goes in. It's a 2-for-2 or 1-for-1 so far. Bunker summoned by Blaze. Maybe that'll give the... Oh, no, Stukov, you're dead. Stukov didn't get the message that everyone was leaving. He went to the buffet to get another plate of food, and when he came back, everyone was gone. Don't ask about the analogy, just accept it. Camps grabbed around the map from both sides, and the siege happened for so long. We actually have our next Immortal spawning here in just a moment. Junkrat, considering his level 16, he did go Ripper Air. He's going to go into Endless Nades. No Spread Volley. Sometimes we do see the Junkrat stand right next to, like, Immortals or Structures and activate Spread Volley. I hate when the buffet staff kill me to get another plate of food. Howling Blast from the Arthas, looking to chase in onto side. The Jet Propulsion doesn't connect, but there's a ton of damage here. Riptire trying to find the Maiev, and it's going to be exploded early before colliding onto the Warden. Right side, though, good race from Junkrat and Sylvanas. No one saw that Junkrat. Excuse me. And Immortals got about 3k difference. Blaze will clear out the Fallen Shaman in bottom. So it'll be 16 talent tier advantage to the side of Anti-Clan Association. Flailing Swipes to push back, as there was a Wailing Arrow as well from Sylvanas. Arthas, Army of the Dead was activated. He is going to be hit with a Containment Disc. Jet Propulsion from Blaze. No stun onto the enemies, but he's still looking to chase in with those Oil Slicks, creating some slowed terrain or areas to maybe close the distance onto the enemy. Good Howling Blast onto Li Ming. Lurking Arm, and Arthas is going to be able to smack his way through Li Ming's health bar. Now Arthas going to be re-engaging onto Porky over here. Does have that Frozen Tempest active, which not only does it slow the auto-attack speed, but slows the movement speed of the targets within. Kelsier displaced by the Concussion Mine, I think. It was his own Concussion Mine, and Diablo's able to find that kill for his team. Got Filth getting really low here. And a Stukov lurking arm is going to be interrupted by the containment disc of Maiev, and Squeal Team 6 are starting to rally a bit here. Squeal Team 6, they're waking up. They wanted to make the series interesting. Uh-oh, Maiev goes down. Nice jet propulsion from Blaze. Low blow, finding tons of value. Fallen Shaman was cleared out in bottom. We still have Yrel trying to chase after this Stukov, but now it's going to be Mason Blaze brawling out against Yrel and Diablo. Li Ming with a couple combos in here. Blinks in so that jet propulsion from Blaze is body blocked. And Li Ming is able to take down Blaze with the help of Yrel and Diablo. I mean, chat, you've never had that happen? You go to a buffet with a bunch of friends and you get up to go get another plate, and when you come back, everyone's starting to like pack up, you're like, oh, I didn't realize we were done. And now you're awkwardly sitting there with an entire plate of food, and everyone else is just kind of like waiting for you to finish. That's never happened? Immortal goes down into bottom lane. Squeal Team 6 looking to make looking to rally here. 1,660 damage into structures, 23,000 points of HP, some shielding in there as well. Containment disc onto Sylvanas. Wailing arrow from Sylvanas. Ardent Defender comes out in time from Yrel. She's going to heal up quite a bit. The bunker from Blaze is going to be cleared out quickly. Arthas does go down. Lightning Breath 360 from Porky, and Brandon will have the reset onto him. One time I stood up to get soft serve and everyone thought I got up to leave, so I just had to walk out with them and look longingly at the soft serve machine. Yeah, see, when I got up to, people thought I was getting up to go to the bathroom. So when I came back with a plate of food, people were like, you know, putting their phones in their purses and like, you know, starting to stack their plates and things. Everyone deserves soft serve. Oh, dude, soft serve's so good. It's so simple, but so good. Squeal Team 6 were asleep for 15 minutes of this map and woke up in the last 2 minutes here. Oh, wait, hold on. This is getting a little awkward. No, they should be able to have this. Wait, Maiev goes down. Wait, no, not like this. 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 No, not like this. Not like this. No, no, no.
Team kill.
Oh, not like this. No, Diablo, don't do it, Porky. You have so much to live for. Don't do it.
Team kill.
Oh, not like the, no, not like this. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, my heart hurts for Squeal Team 6. My heart hurts for Squeal Team 6 right there. Oh, man. Oh, that's, oh, boy. I'm not laughing at Squeal Team 6. I'm just laughing at the situation because it's kind of ridiculous. It is kind of ridiculous. Well, it's officially a tournament. We have a not like this core. I need another cup of tea. All right. No new subs, but hey, you know what?
Who the hell
What?
is that? That's not what's his name, the grad student.
Nah, I graduated. Must be the new one.
New one.
That timing. That timing was so good.
I'm sub.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
No.
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 Like a plastic bag?
No. The Lazy Hydra, thank you for the Prime Gaming for 42 months. That timing was so perfect. I literally just got back and I was like, oh, no new subs. Never mind, we got a Prime Gaming. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It took me a little bit longer to get back in here because I went to the kitchen to grab a cup of tea. And the Stellar Jays were losing their mind. Like, usually when they're they squawk a ton, but, like, there's some times when they're just, like, going crazy. So I was looking outside, and lo and behold, 2 seconds later, a bear just lumbers through the front yard. And I was like, oh, cool, look at that. I got to see a coyote today. I got to see a bear today. It's a great day in the forest. We also have some Heroes of Storm happening as well. That's cool or whatever. We got Infernal Shrines map number 2 for our lower bracket final here in the Hanzo Genji Cup playoffs. Winner of this series goes up against 30K in the grand finals coming up next. That's a best of 7. This is a best of 5 series, so 2 more maps at minimum if Anti-Clan Association can run it down. But I don't think Squeal Team 6 are going to be going down that easily. They definitely showed signs of life right at the end of that Battlefield of Eternity game. This will be a very early Sylvanas, though, and I do think that was a key factor for Anti-Clan Association. Roger Sylvanas is absolutely out of this world. I gotta give kudos to that playstyle and his heroic, his prowess on the hero is a good way to say that. It is a Lucio Junkrat Maiev Brightwing ban. We do have a Hanzo Diablo Hogger on the left-hand side for Squeal Team 6 as we get a target ban Medivh. No Medivh happening in Infernal Shrines with Diablo. It makes sense. Can't blame them on that because Hanzo could be kind of the hyper carry, then you pick up another healer. Arthas, wow, what year is it? Arthas getting target banned? Okay. Do you think that Anti-Clan Association goes into a Garrosh and Tychus here? I'd actually love to see Garrosh and Tychus. So I said this earlier in the previous best of 5. Hogger on Infernal Shrines wants to bounce back and forth or have infinite bounces or whatever. And Tychus, his range is kind of just perfect within that bounce range. So Tychus can kind of just stand still. Hogger comes by, miniguns him down, and drops his health bar quite quickly. I also think Tychus would be great for siege potential. Commandeer Odin is great siege, anti-siege. Draken Laser Drill does get played here and there, but I don't think they're going to be going that route. I think it's just going to be Commandeer Odin. There's just way too many things, and level 20 big red button is huge. Last 2 picks on the left-hand side. Could go Anduin Genji. Wow, it's like I've casted these teams and I can kind of predict what's met now. I mean, it just fits in with their composition. That's it's not about like, oh, I saw the crystal ball and I'm so smart. No, I mean, if you look at their composition, it's a dive composition. They needed a healer. They needed more dive with the Diablo as well as the Hogger. So Genji Anduin's perfect. It just kind of slots in with that composition. But I still want to see the Tychus here.
Hell, it's about damn time.
Thanks for watching my stream, everybody. I hope you enjoy my silver level analytics. All right. Tea has been steeped. Only the biggest brain. That's me. They call me Big Brain Bahamut. That's why everyone should subscribe to the stream. And if you're already subscribed, you should just gift subs. No, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. That is not the right button. There we go. That's the right button. Let's get into it. Map number 2, Anti-Clan Association on the right-hand side of Infernal Shrines are going to be up in this best of 5 lower bracket final. Valimar on the Malfurion, Roger with Sylvanas. We got a Kelsier, Tychus, Got Filth with Garrosh and Mason Blaze on the Blaze. Left side of the map, looking to put one up on the board and equalize this best of 5 series. We've got Squeal Team 6. Going to be a Brandon, Hanzo, Nintori, Anduin, Nasmus on your Hogger, Sai on the Genji, and Porky's your Diablo. Soul Shield. We've got Hogger's Joggers, or on the Prowl, sorry. Power Word Shield, Divine. Simple Geometry for the Scatter Arrow. Overwhelming Affliction, Adrenaline Stim Pack, Emerald Dreams, Warbreaker, and Quarterback for the Tychus. Quarterback is just range, right? Increases the damage by 10% as well, okay. Toss onto Porky. He's going to be able to back away just fine. Little Groundbreaker stack there for Got Filth as well. What do we got for gambles? 2K to 420. Hey, we got odds. I like to see it. Infernal Shrines will be our map number 2 in this second best of 5 of the day. We still have a best of 7 grand finals on the way as well. And yes, chat, these games are live. There is a delay on stream. Oh, that tea is way too hot. Never mind. I'll wait on that a little bit. Arcane Punisher. Brandon soaks out bottom. Seeing rotations all around the map currently. A little bit of harassment in top lane as Genji's chilling up here. Gonna be tossed, but no Groundbreaker stack from Got Filth. Right side Siege Camp is gonna be grabbed here. Haunting Wave to check the bush, as well as to see if Diablo is maybe kind of floating around. Got Filth chilling just above. He'll step in over here. I don't think Diablo actually saw that. Yeah, they definitely didn't see the Garrosh check, but it doesn't matter. He's just looking to see what was going on. Level 4 is almost here on both sides. Still have about a minute and 15 till our objective spawn time. Bottom lane camp is going to be worked on here. I do think the rotation was seen after the wave was cleared out. Garrosh just still chilling in the bush. Yeah. And Diablo is going to just go ahead and get more souls here. 16 out of 100 currently. Shuriken Mastery, Explosive Arrow. We've got Master Assassin for Tychus. Indomitable, Burn Notice. Or Incinerator Gauntlet, excuse me. Burn Notice is level 20. Holy crap, 11,100 on Anti-Clan Association to win. Or on Squeal Team 6 to win. 420 on Anti... Oh, wait, never mind. We got matching gamble out of nowhere. That might be Ninja right there. You love to see it. Some channel points being spread. The economy is flourishing here. All right. There's that Hogger's Joggers level 4. Diablo's just going to rotate his way down into the objective area. Maybe looking for a Shadow Charge setup. Fire Stomp steps out. Does have that Soul to Flame level 4. A little bit of poke from Hanzo attempting here and there. As I mentioned, Explosive Arrow was picked up at level 4 for a little faster shrine clear. Diablo chilling below. You got Genji here as well. Jumps in. Roger gets the Haunting Wave out and teleports in time. Meanwhile, around the objective phase, a lot of Skeletal Defenders going over to Anti-Clan Association as this failed top lane dive onto Roger did not go their way. Checking really quickly. Yeah, Black Arrows are available. Sai jumps into the flank. Roger doesn't have any tower shots to defend, and Sai is gonna be able to get this kill. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
This is giga awkward. This is like, what are these choices being made? Okay. Genji died. I mean, she did die, just not to Genji. Yeah, that's not the way you want that to go, but either way, Punisher does go over to Anti-Clan Association. Without Sylvanas amplifying the siege, not a ton is actually gained off of this first Punisher. Either way, Blaze is going to back out of top. A round of Shuriken stacks for Sai. And our 10 talent tier is almost here. Faster for the crew of Anti-Clan Association at the current, at the current trajectory. A little bit of poke on a Mason Blaze. Nasmus with a full bar of Fury, Rage. Looks like he'll just chill in top lane. Okay. Jump onto the siege camp. Tychus in bottom. No slam into the wall. Garrosh looking for a groundbreaker. Won't find it. Roger on the Sylvanas. Still working on this bottom camp. Tychus activates his overkill and will help out with this quite quickly. Next Punisher frozen in the mid. Should be announced in about a minute or two. Actually, probably announced in about a minute and a half. 10 talent tier. Commandeer Odin, Warlord's Challenge, Tranquility, Bunker, and Wailing Arrow. Blaze heals up from that oil slick. Ignited. Left-hand side, Heroics are going to be coming through in just a moment. What's up, Cassius? How you doing today, bud? Happy Sunday to you, my friend. Happy Sunday to everyone hanging out. I appreciate it. Dragon Strike for Hanzo. Going to be the pretzels. We got a Light Bomb Andu, an X-Strike Genji, Hortipult Hogger, and Lightning Breath for our Diablo. Dragon Strike going over to the left-hand side. Doesn't really connect onto anyone. Genji still in the top lane, helping out Hogger harass this Blaze. They're going to re-engage once again. The Haunting Wave not going to be activated for the teleport. Groundbreaker onto Porky as he's tossed out of position. And that's going to be a minigun activated by Tychus. He does have that Master Assassin level 4, which picks up its first stack right there. Oh. Hogger got a very deep bounce, but I think he's going to be fine here. Oh, I appreciate it, bud. No. It's been a really fun weekend of casting. Next weekend, we start the Ravencourt Team League. The tournaments don't stop, and neither do I. Gotta burn that candle at every end. You just douse it in gasoline and keep the content rolling. So Frozen Punisher from mid lane. Gate-wise, doesn't look like there is much siege on either side, but the actual gate is down on the left, so we could see Anti-Clan Association play off the Punisher jump. Level 13, half a level to go. Sylvanas is actually hard pushing top lane onto that Fallen Shaman with Blaze here, trying to get that 13 talent here a little bit faster. Diablo Shadow charges in, ally toss onto Kelsier. Got Filth is going to be hit with a light bomb. No, he won't. That's actually diving from Genji onto Malfurion. It's a little bit of a haphazard fight here, as there seemed to be more commitment for the objective phase, but then Genji and Diablo are diving in now. Jet propulsion from Blaze, met by a leap of faith of Anduin. Hogger looks to step back into all of this. A Wailing Arrow from Roger onto a few enemies. Commandeer Odin still railing in damage, still at a quarter of its duration left. Shuriken Mastery finished out by the Hanzo. And that is 36 of 40 Skeletal Defenders. Garrosh doing his best to zone. Diablo trying to find one or two with these Fire Stomps, but now Porky's going to be punished for even stepping up like that. Souls expended. That's another stack for Tychus on Master Assassin. The objective phase does go over to the Squeal Team 6, but how much is this going to actually get? Tychus is going to get jumped on here. Cleansed by Malfurion with the Nature's Cure. Garrosh was maybe looking to throw someone out of position, but the siege does continue from Squeal Team 6, so they're going to get a lot more value than I anticipated here. Dragon Strike, Light Bomb, Swift Strike, North Side, hits onto 2. Sylvanas getting the ally toss. Big Warlord Challenge, Jet Propulsion from Blaze. Roger saved by the staggering blow. It almost got the kill right there, as Garrosh is trying to back away with the help of Mason Blaze. Adrenaline Stim Pack activated. Jet Propulsion smashes Genji to death. Got Filth, gets a Blood Craze, trying to body block Porky underneath these tower shots, and it's Deja Vu once again as Diablo goes down. And now Hanzo being pressured by that Blaze. Doesn't look like Malfurion wants to be in this position anymore. Activates Tranquility. Meanwhile, though, Brandon is going to dive over to the right. Roger has the Wailing Arrow chase. Sniped by the Grenade of Tychus. And this is just a absolute massacre post-objective phase. Commandeer Odin summoned. And this is going to be mid lane, fort front gate completely taken down. Can they take down the entire fort as well? Bloodcraze, I always mix up his, this one. Bloodthirst. I guess just mnemonic devices thirsting for HP, I guess is a good way to do that. Roger was hearthing for full mana. Sai discovers the Sylvanas and interrupts that hearth out. Currently have this camp started by Tychus. Hogger in bottom lane will push up a wave, but Garrosh should be able to clear things out mostly here. Actually, no, he's going to join into the allies, just anchor around all this. Blaze pushed up another wave in top. Our third objective phase, if I remember correctly, is going to be Mortar in the bottom lane. Speaking of bottom lane, structure-wise, the Impalers are getting some decent damage, but not going to be as much as what's happened on the left-hand side of Squeal Team 6. Anti-Clan Association, 7-1 in kills, 16-14 in levels. Well, I guess 16 to about level 15 in levels. And they're looking good for map number 2. We'll see if they can continue to keep this momentum, or carry this momentum over to the late game, as well as into game number 3. Hogger clears things out in mid. No one activated the sword here. That's your little Easter egg of the map. Left click on the sword. Doesn't matter what side of the map you're on, left click on that sword when you get into a game. That's all you gotta do. Alright, well, Fallen Shamans are available for the top, left, and right. Impaler camps are all down for the next minute and a half to 2 minutes. Maybe we see an invade on the left-hand side. Granted, 16 talent tier is almost here, so I think, nah, they're just going to go ahead and grab this right side and delay this out till a closer objective timer. It looks like they just delayed it for a few seconds. Mana bar is looking good. Malfurion is 75%. Hogger Rage at 50. All the heroics are off cooldown. Sylvanas using Haunting Wave to check the bush. Scatters from Hanzo to do the exact same. Trying to see if Garrosh is around. Objective phase started. Sylvanas and Tychus seen. Hogger soaking up mid. It's equal talent here for the time being. Anduin's got that Glyph of Faith, so he's got 2 charges. Shadow charge in. Lightning Breath activated by Diablo. Will the Forsaken from Sylvanas. She's trying to get away, but she finds Hogger. Granted, Hanzo does go down to Garrosh, so it's a assassin for assassin trade. Commandeer and Tychus has been activated. Toss into Jet Propulsion, deflect from Genji, hit by a Groundbreaker, pulled out of position, or pulled to safety by a Leap of Faith from Anduin. The Commandeer Odin with the Ragnarok missiles and the Annihilation are getting so much clear on the objective phase area. Jet Propulsion from Blaze, a root from Malfurion, and Hogger does go down. Anti-Clan Association on an absolute tear today in map number 2 of this best of 5 lower bracket final. As a reminder, winner of this best of 5 goes into the grand finals coming up next. And the grand finals are a best of 7 versus 30K, the team to beat in this tournament. $30K in this entire tournament has dropped, if my math is right, 3 maps in total. 30K in this entire tournament, from round robin phase and playoffs, has dropped a total of 3 maps. Of the 18 they've played? Is that right? $19. They've played 19 maps and only dropped 3 of them. It ain't caster bias. Them's the stats. Toss on to Diablo, met by a Jet Propulsion. Warlord's challenge. Sai getting low on the Genji. Haunting Wave from Sylvanas, but won't be reactivated. Tranquility from Malfurion as they float away. And level 20 is almost here for the side of Anti-Clan Association. Okay. All right, next Punisher, Arcane in the top lane. Blaze just making sure that that lane's safe. Genji looking to jump in with Diablo. Godfilth gets the toss away. Dragon Strike from Hanzo. Godfilth takes a bit. Ooh, that's a really good scatter. Piercing Arrow was a level 16 for Hanzo. And Brandon almost going down right there. Hogger floating around just above. You're going to start working on that Impaler camp. Mason Blaze looking for the jet propulsion. Shadow charge by Diablo, rooted by that Chastise of Anduin. Commandeer Odin's going to be summoned, and the commitment to this fight is huge. The big red button has been picked up. Diablo tossed out of position. Warlord's challenge, and that will be Porky going down. Souls expended, and they're going to look for a bottom lane keep off of all of this. As I mentioned, Souls expended by the Diablo. He's already back into it. Shuriken's in the flank from Genji. Talk about 20s here in a moment. Commandeer Odin just railing onto this bottom keep. Black Arrows were helping that siege. Another Ragnarok missile. Commandeer Odin just about to expire here. Dashing forward, almost taking down Brandon. The keep's still very low. Godfilth is somehow living. Gets inside the bunker. Tranquility from Malfurion. The Moonfires are left and right. Tychus dashes forward, gets the grenade. The keep does go down. And there's this consideration. There was that consideration for a moment, like, let's try and end, but not the case. Meanwhile, in mid, they are going to lose a fort, possibly, actually. Minion Wave is denying fixation onto the fort here. Impaler Camp pulled a little further back. Tychus with the overkill, and I can't believe it. This will be fort saved in mid still. Squeal Team 6, they got to figure something out here. This is Bolt of the Storm for Sylvanas. Burn Notice, I think I mentioned Fortified Bunker, but it is Burn Notice for the Blaze. Serenity Malfurion upgrade. We've got the Titanic Might with the Earth Shaker, level 16. And Big Red Button, as I mentioned, for the Commandeer Odin. 10 seconds on Genji Death Timer. No level 20 here for the side of Squeal Team 6. And that'll be top fort going down. Fallen Shaman stolen away. Okay. 20s are here on the left-hand side. You got that Anger Management, Inner Fire. You got the Dragon Awakens, Living Weapon, and Hellgate for the Diablo. Fallen Shaman left side cleared away. Fallen Shaman just now grabbed by Anti-Clown Association. Dragon Strike. It's got the Dragon Awakens, so you'll see that cooldown rapidly decrease here in a moment. Already at 45 seconds. Commandeer Odin has been summoned. Blaze starts working on the objective phase area, picking up Skeletal Defenders. Ragnarok missiles, or the Big Red Button, zoning the enemies back here. Light Bomb available for Genji if he wants. Has that Inner Fire upgrade as well. Movement speed buff as well as, I believe, 50 armor and all of that. There's the Light Bomb connecting onto Hogger, or Garrosh, sorry. He gets the Indomitable, a Bloodthirst, throws the Hanzo out of position, gets the Groundbreaker kill, and now it's the members of Squeal Team 6 on the retreat. Hellgate used by Diablo. Nasmus was trying to get more Skeletal Defenders, but it's not like they were close. A Groundbreaker interrupts the Hortipult of Hogger. I want to say I saw the animation go, but that's going to be very unfortunate. Squeal Team 6 lose 2. Bottom lane, Wave is going to get some core scratching, but I think they should be able to save this before any permanent damage on the core happens here. Blaze finishes that out. Meanwhile, Roger is able to push things up with the Sylvanas. Lightning Breath from the Diablo. Toss onto Kelsier, who's just going to continue to minigun into Diablo's face. Warlord's challenge. Roger on the right is a little low. Gets a heal from Malfurion. Porky trying to Shadow Charge back to safety over the fort front gate, or the keep front gate. Tychus now opening that up. Wants to dash in, but this could be a game-winning push. Hanzo now respawning. Has the Dragon Awakens. Has the Dragon Strike. That's a great jump from the Punisher, followed up by Jet Propulsion Blaze. Tychus able to get tons of value. Commandeer Odin summon. Big Red Button with the keep being locked down. Light Bomb from Anduin doesn't get a hit they're hoping for, as the bunker was summoned by Blaze. Porky tossed out of position. Jet Propulsion followed up by a Punisher jump, and Porky does go down. Souls expended of Diablo. Master Assassin 11 stacks currently. Make that 12 stacks for the Tychus, and they're going core. Ladies and gentlemen, Anti-Clan Association are one map away from making it into the grand finals up against 30K. And guaranteeing at least second place. Wowee. Anti-Clan Association, they're not here to play, they're here to win. Wowee. A lot of people come up here for 4th of July, and they're like, "God, it's so beautiful. It's such a serene place." And then they'll literally like leave a 6-pack of cans on the beach and just go home. It's so beautiful. It's such a great environment, and then they litter everywhere. Like it is, they're like it's made national news. Like every year, it makes news on how much litter is picked up. And there's like this brigade. There's like this group of grandmas that show up at the beach at like 5 a.m. and they literally are done by 8 a.m. Like I've tried to go to the beach to do my part. Like I'll take a trash bag and go and pick up trash. And I'll be getting to the beach at like 8:30 in the morning the day after 4th of July. And then there's just the army of grandmas leaving and they're already like done for the day. Which is nice. I mean, I go and hang out at the beach still with Bandit, but it's just, yeah. We'll see how it is this year. I plan on going to the beach tomorrow. I got to work on my tan, as you can see. It's going pretty good, except for the fact that I'm currently using a colored ring light to give me a little bit more complexion rather than looking like a pasty white ginger. We're welcome. We're welcome. We're back into our best of 5 series here. We've got Squeal Team 6 on the left-hand side, one map from being eliminated from the Hanzo Genji Cup playoffs in the lower bracket final, as this will be first pick over to the side of Squeal Team 6 and a map choice of Dragonshire coming out from Anti-Clan Association, who are up in this best of 5, and they just need to win this map. They just need, Anti-Clan Association just need to win this map, and we're going to be heading to the grand finals quite quickly. I say quite quickly, but it's been 2.5 hours of casting already, which has flown right by. So thank you everyone for hanging out. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Hope you're enjoying the stream, and appreciate you all being here. So let's see what we got here. So Hogger first pick will have a Lucio Sylvanas ban. So finally, Roger has a targeted ban against the Sylvanas. I was really hoping this would happen last map for Squeal Team 6, but they let it through, and well, we saw how that went. Brightwing and Maev will be banned away as well from the side of Anti-Clan Association. Junkrat, Urel first picked. Hogger on the left-hand side as well. So it looks like those will be our solo laners. This is the one map where we do see Zagara here and there, but I feel like she's typically like last picked. We'll have a Lunara Johanna. Okay. So a lot of control, good poke damage, vision control as well with Lunara. So what will this, so maybe a target ban onto like an Anduin. Anduin has been very popular. I don't think it will be like a Rhaegar. Yeah, I think the Anduin would probably be best. Stukov does pop up on this map quite a bit. But there we go, yeah, the Anduin being removed. I mean, Lunara, Johanna, Hogger, all of these could be targets for a Light Bomb. Target ban onto Valimar Malfurion. I believe he played it in the first and second map, so that'll be taken away from him. And, you know, take away the things that have been working for the enemy and hope that it makes a change happen. There's the Stukov. We got a Diablo as well. Not too opposed to all of this. Right now, the best charge target. Well, I guess Johanna is a charge target, but, I mean, Iron Skin, she just typically gets hit with something and then pops the Iron Skin, walks away. We'll see how it all works out. We'll see how it all works out. Last 2 picks here. Gonna need a healer. Gonna need some more damage. I like the Falstad. Gust to push away some enemies. You got the Ancestor Healing, Rhaegar. No healing denial pickup because there's no Deckard Cain, so Stukov is already grabbed. I doubt we see a hypercarry Junkrat. Hanzo's up and available. I don't hate that. Vala's up and available. It's a pretty good map for sustained damage. Granted, though, if you're taking Vala into Johanna, that might be a bit of a rough go. So don't want to deal with those double shield glares, even if you go into Creed of the Hunter. I mean, I guess you could go Q build or W build, but I doubt that. Cassia will be the actual grab, so they'll have a blind of their own to the Falstad Lunara. I like the Cassia grab. Could be Ball Lightning. I kind of want to see Valkyrie. I'd like to see like a fishing game. Pull Falstad, Rhaegar, Lunara out of position and try and burst them down. Let's see what happens here. I'll get us a prediction started up, and we'll get going into map number 3 in our second best of 5 of the day. Let's see what happens. Ash Mantle's got you covered in chat with the gamble announcement. Let's see what we got here. Anti-Clown Association, pretty dominant. Will they be able to keep that going and roll us into map number 1 of the best of the grand finals coming up next? Let's find out. Good luck, have fun has been called, and we're ready to go. Roger will be playing Cassia, Valimar, Stukov, Mason Blaze, Urel, Got Filth on the Diablo, and Kelsier playing the Junkrat. Left side looking to rally on Tournament Lifeline. We've got Squeal Team 6, Sai on the Lunara, Nintori playing the Rhaegar, Porky, Johanna, Nasmus on the Hogger, and last but not least, Brandon Falstead. Auto attack Falstead, we've got Thunderstroke Cassia, Marad's Insight for our Urel, Low Blow Stukov. As there was a Lightning Fury thrown into the bush, almost hitting Porky, but does manage to get a stack off the second one. 9,900 to 8,300. Hey, we got some cool odds already. We got some decent odds. Or at least a decent amount of channel points on the line. That's a good way to put it right there, if I do say so myself. Okay. Alright, sorry. Just had to tab out for a hot second right there. Cassia fends in, and that's going to be first blood over to the side of Anti-Clown Association. Anti-Clown, okay, alright. I mean, it's already starting out pretty good for them. Alright, there we go. Excuse me. So, camp on the right grabbed, camp on the left grabbed, as we're looking at siege giants and such.
Inherit the Dragon Knight's power and lay waste to this forsaken kingdom.
All right. Sorry, I had to do something really quickly off on the side of the stream. I think we're all set, all good. 28 souls for the Diablo, 3 stacks already for Falstad on his level 1, as I mentioned, when auto attack build. Urel jumps out, bit of damage onto a few of the enemies here. Hammering thrown out by Falstad as well. Urel avenging Wraths in, Righteous Hammer to Rhaegar, splitting him a little bit, but he's got the Wolf Run active, he's fine. Oh, yeah, that explains it, okay. Ping jumped up a little bit. Godfilth trying to get a channel here. Is going to be interrupted. Fire Stomp out from Diablo. Has that Soul Shield activated for a moment. Does have the Soul to Flame level 4. Interlight Cassia, Hand of Freedom. We've got the Vigorous Reuptake. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Rhaegar Cassia find the kill. Rhaegar Lunara find the Cassia kill in bottom lane. 1 for 1. Maybe, just maybe. Squeal Team 6 starts waking up here. The reverse sweep is possible. Falstad flying down towards bottom. Junkrat pushing up the wave. Barrel roll in. No level 7 yet. No secret weapon value. Grabs a couple globes. Lunara, Rhaegar. We'll finish out this camp for bottom. Squeal Team 6. Trying to rally here. Trying to make this series, well, a series. Concussion Mine onto those Bruiser minions, pulling them kind of closer into the fort front gate. They're still going to get good damage onto all of this, though. Sai and Brandon going to take down one of the towers. There's that extended range on the hammering from Secret Weapon from Falstad. Totem goes down. Looks like that's the end of our poke here. Just waiting to see what else happens. Lunara's going to be able to back away with the rest of the team. No Subdue. We actually have Hold Your Ground. We also have the Conviction for the Johanna, so no Sins Exposed for healing reduction from Stukov. Or I guess just any healing in general, because I mean Diablo can Fire Stomp and heal up a little bit. And Dragon Knight's available for the side of Anti-Clan Association if they can get this. Shadow Charge. Couple autos coming out from Gotfilth. Big Condemn from the Johanna. One delay with a Shield Glare. Hammering is the second delay. Another Shield Glare delay. Iron Skin activated. Condemn delay as well. Falstead barrel rolling back over to the lane as he was zoned by the Diablo. Getting chunked by Cassia quite a bit, and Brandon will be fended to death. Diablo's souls will be finished out by that. Roger getting bursted by this Lunara a little bit. Actually, we'll leave the Lunara vision on so you can see what the stackages look like, because she does have Blossom Swell and Choking Pollen. And that'll be first Dragon Knight over to Anti-Clan Association. Dragon Knight kick onto Nintori. Bit of siege through mid. Takes down the entire fort front gate. We're going to get our 10 Talonteers in just a moment. Concussion Mine, Shattering Teeth, zone back to Lunara, Diablo. Oh, Sacred Ground Urel, Mason Blaze, okay. Ball Lightning, Cassia, Lightning Breath, Riptire, Flailing Swipes, and that was all of them. Sorry, I thought I missed one of the talents for some reason. Fire Stomp, and Diablo goes back in. The team was not really committed to this. You see Roger and Kelsey already backing away. And Riptire is going to be some damage onto Porky, but also helps clear out the wave a little faster. Alright, so Siege Giants for the right, Siege Giants on the left. 10 Talonteers for Squeal Team 6 will be your Gust, Leaping Strike, Ancestral Healing, Bless Shield, and the Shockwave from the Hugger. Cool rotations. We've got Camps grabbed. Waiting to see what Diablo wants to do here. Gotfilth is maybe looking to jump onto the enemies, but Roger, uh-oh! That's gonna be, there we go. So, small DC from Johanna. Porky's back into it, no big deal. Let's continue map number 3 in this best of 5 lower bracket final. Bottom lane fort front gate is going to be opened up, and a lot of good early siege from Squeal Team 6. I wouldn't say the map number 4 is guaranteed, but it feels promising. It feels promising. Hopefully that doesn't cast or curse anyone. Mason Blaze dove in top lane, Sacred Ground activated, the Shockwave comes through, and yeah, that's Sacred Ground. Even though it's 50 armor, it still is not enough to dissuade, to deny 4 enemies worth of damage. Now, Gotfilth is scouted out as he steps into this bush. Shadow Charge onto Rhaegar, Overpower as well. Lightning Breath activated onto Nintori. And Gotfilth doesn't find the kill that he's hoping for here. And Fulstad over here in the bottom. I'm just going to be soaking things up. Oh, wait, no. Where are we going, Falstad? Oh, I think maybe he's going to go catch mid soak, but sees the Junkrat, and so he's going to stick around here. Rhaegar and friends will go ahead and grab mid. 2 for 2 in kills so far. 13 to just about 13. Blessed Hammers, Abolish Magic. We've got that frequent, or that sustained wins, which is going to be nice for the Falstad. Percent-based damage. You've also got Pummel Hogger. Devastating Charge for our Diablo. Level 13 will have that Ripper Air. So no gotta trap them all, no big as. Okay. Most of the heroics are available here. Urel is back into top lane up against Hogger. But the fight, I think, in bottom is about to break out. Falstad barrel rolling in. There's going to be a Blessed Shield from Porky starting things out against Gotfilth. And the Diablo is still looking to chase in. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like any more fighting will be had here in the bottom lane. Checking on our solo laners. Bounce around from Hogger. Mason Blaze going to hold the top lane point here. Might pop that Sacred Ground. Has it available. It's an active cooldown. So the moment you use it, it starts giving that cooldown. And I mean, 50 armor on this point. Shockwave. Auto attacks from Falstad are looking pretty good. Stukov rotating up here as well. I mean, Yrel doesn't need to really leave this point. And you can see 10 seconds to go in that cooldown. Checking into mid. Falstad was flying over all of this. He actually flies into bottom, and I think to help out this Lunara up against Junkrat. Hogger will be able to grab this point. Sacred Ground back off a cooldown. Staggering blow over the wall doesn't connect. There's a Righteous Hammer to the face of Hogger as he needs to go soak up this wave. So the Sun Shrine, the North Shrine, will be traded back over to the side of Anti-Clan Association. Stukov gets the healing pathogen. Diablo denied by a gust from Falstad. Here comes a Riptire right into the face of Johanna as the Iron Skin's activated afterwards. Cassia leashes the camp and comes in to try and help out the allies, but that is Squeal Team 6 backing away immediately. And back and forth from Hogger and Yrel. There's another Sacred Ground activation. Righteous Hammer on the Nasmus. He's going to get a little bounce around over here. It doesn't look like he's really winning this engagement too well. That 50 armor denying, well, a lot of the denying 50% of the damage Hogger's putting out. As Diablo looks to invade this camp, there's a retreat ping, there's an assist ping. Porky on the right-hand side of all of this. Diablo still looking, all right, how do we want to engage? Are we going to go for Johanna? Are we going to go for the camp? Looks like it will be an attempt onto Johanna, but she's able to pop Iron Skin. Lightning Breath onto Brandon as Roger's chasing down the bird and lands the Lightning Fury. 41 stacks as Junkrat goes for the channel, interrupted by Lunara once. Blessed Shield, or Blessed Hammers from Porky are spinning. We actually had Blessed Shield about 12 seconds ago. Shockwave from Hogger into the staggering blow, but it's Lunara going down. Junkrat Lunara traded, Hogger able to spin away, but Godfilth, I mean, they still have the potential channel. Flailing swipes, and yes, Diablo, Godfilth gets inside the Dragonite. 16 to 16 in our levels currently. We will see that accelerated contamination for Lunara. A kick onto Rhaegar. Hogger's going to push up bottom lane a little bit, but Roger's down here ready to clear out the Siege Giants, and they won't lose much on that fort in the bottom lane. And Godfilth is just hard committed to this fort in mid. Hey, it's going to work out. They'll get fort in mid. Dragonite's still fairly healthy. They have a good duration left on this as well. One Molten Flame, and they can rotate to bottom and try and find a double. No, the Dragonite's getting chunked. Falstad arrived, and that chunks down the Dragonite quite quickly. 17 to 17, 3 to 4 in kills. It's still a very close map number 3. Closest it's been in this series thus far. Bruiser Camp will be grabbed. Siege Giants in the bottom lane. Things are looking okay for both sides, realistically. Only one structure has gone down. That'll be that mid lane fort, as I mentioned. Falstad chunking onto Diablo. He's going to get a Fire Stone. He's going to get Soul Shield activated. Staggering blow into the wall. Falstad is going to be pushed back by Flailing Swipes, but the Shield Glare into the face of Stukov yields a kill for Squeal Team 6 as Rhaegar goes in biting onto Roger, dropping the Earth Grasp Totem. The Riptire from Junkrat. Porky's a little split. Concussion Mine pushes him further away. Diablo Devastating Charge completed as well. And level 13. And now, when he hits enemy heroes against terrain, you'll reduce their armor by 20 for 4 seconds. Camp to be grabbed here for the bottom lane. Diablo's Shadow charges in. Porky overpowered. Rhaegar goes in. Totem drop. That's a lot of really good damage off that Condemn as the Ball Lightning from Cassia goes out. Sai is going to be taken out by the Cassia. Falstad goes down to the Nexus Forces. I think that might have been top lane. I'm not even 100% sure where Falstad was just now. Diablo's still going in. Porky's going to be chased down. Double Shadow Charge into the walls. Double Collision. And meanwhile, Mason Blaze still pushing onto this fort. Hogger's going to look to spin through all of this. Yrel's got a Righteous Hammer charged up. She's going to focus onto the fort, and not too bad. 2 forts have gone down in the last 2 minutes or so in favor of Anti-Clan Association. And a couple kills here and there as well. Diablo initiating once again onto the Johanna. Porky just being smashed around here. Yrel comes in, but they're going to just steal away this camp. It doesn't look like there'll be any more pressure onto Porky. 6 seconds on a Junkrat, 5 on Lunara, 6 on Falstad. As the bottom lane fort's going to take some damage here. Cassia trying to finish this out quickly, but I don't think she's going to be able to do this on her own. Healing pathogen spread to a few allies. 20 talent here, almost here for both sides. Pretty close game number 3. Now, as I say that, we take a look, and those structures are really starting to look a lot different here. Bottom lane fort on, I don't know, maybe 2,000 HP? 3,303. Oh, my bad. Lurking arm from Stukov with low blow, sets up the kill into Lunara. There was a ball lightning as well from Cassia. Lightning breath just now coming off a cooldown. Kelsey are going to take out the sidewall here, just open things up a little bit further. Cannonballs, Seraphim, we got Infinite Ball Lightning, Hellgate, Diablo, and it's usually top off. If you see Super Strain, it's usually top off. We could see Controlled Chaos. And if Stukov continues to hold this, then it is Controlled Chaos, because once you use Flailing Swipe, you can pick up Controlled Chaos and get some extra charges. So we'll see. He might snap pick that after using Flailing Swipes. On the opposing side, it's going to be that Power Spike for Hogger. We'll also see Radiating Faith, Farseer's Blessing. We've got the Galloping Gaint as well as Wind Tunnel Falstad. Wind Tunnel from Falstad. I mean, there's still a lot of structures to go through, but a couple good Wind Tunnel setups, and game could be going over to the side of Squeal Team 6. But as I say this, Anticlan Association is pushing in through bottom lane. Falstad's floating over here on the right. He's looking for the setup into a Wind Tunnel, but he sees that Steel Trap from that Wisp of Lunara. Is Brandon going to be going for this? Is he going to do like a short distance hop behind everybody? It's such an, yeah, the positioning's so awkward. Hogger with a Hog Wild is able to avoid that kick displacement. Diablo, he's checking this little corridor over here in case Falstad tries to get the Wind Tunnel set up. Righteous Hammer charged by Urel. There's the Shadow Charge in from Diablo. Falstad kind of zoned by this Chattering Teeth, and this is a little awkward. He barrel rolls in. He's looking for the Wind Tunnel. He's going to push some enemies around with that, but doesn't really get the angle he's hoping for. Condemned from Porky as he tries to back away. Ball Lightning from Cassia has got a reset as the Infinite will expire here. The bottom lane keep at about 75% HP. And it's looking like Squeal Team 6 are a little turtled up here. Sacred Ground summoned by Urel. So yeah, that's with Stukov holding this long, it's definitely the Flailing Swipe upgrade. Hellgate from Diablo. We've got the Sacred Ground from Urel activated. Seraphim from her as well. She Avenging Wraths out. Doesn't look like she'll be able to stay on that point long enough to get the channel. And good call to disengage as Got Filth and friends are able to rush out of this engagement through mid lane. Urel jumps over to this camp. Has another Sacred Ground. It's a 25-second cooldown that has no mana cost. Avenging Wrath in, Sacred Ground immediately, Ball Lightning from the Cassia, Wind Tunnel from the Falstad, the Flailing Swipes coming out from Stukov as he does pick up the Controlled Chaos level 20. Siege Giant Camp won't be stolen away, and another Siege Giant Camp is up, and it looks like the fight does continue. Godfilth advancing faster into the enemy teams, or at least continuing to advance into the enemy team. Shockwave from the Hogger, as there's going to be a Condemn from Johanna. Riptire Junkrat should get some decent damage. Lunara's the first one to go down. And Riptire pokes at a few enemies. Porky gonna hearth out for full mana. Double Siege Giant Camp for bottom lane. But speaking of bottom lane, Moon Shrine will be summoning here, spawning in 5 seconds. We've got the Sun Shrine. Kelsier's gonna be able to channel that, and Urel already in position. I don't see a world where this is going to be a Dragonite. Yeah, I don't see how this will be denied. Channel's already happening. So what's the plan here? Junkrat's pushing up top a little bit. He's going to start rippering air across here. Ripper air across the map. He'll discover the Johanna here in mid. And he'll be able to jump from mid all the way to bottom. Nice angling from him as this Dragonite pushes in through bottom. Shadow Charge into kick. Little weird interaction. I thought Diablo was going to follow that kick with the Shadow Charge, kind of like when Varian charges in. But Cassia fends into the enemy team. A kick onto Falstad. Does have all that auto attack damage and percent damage. As As that is his build here for Dragonshire, and it's going to chunk the dragon down. Anti-Clan Association, they want this 3-0. They want the 3-0, and we'll see if they can get it. Oh, wait, Falstead, he's looking for the angle for a wind tunnel. He does get it onto Cassia. Does she get a ball lightning or anything like that out in time? Another flailing swipe. Roger is going to be dove. There's a ball lightning from Cassia's summon. There's a lightning breath from Diablo, getting some decent damage. Sai gets the ancestor healing. Luna, oh my god, Roger, how are you alive? Are you going to be alive? The healing pathogen spreads with 7 HP! 7 HP. The healing pathogen applied just in time. Another one will be spread to the allies here. Tension continues in map number 3 of this lower bracket final. Anti-Clan Association, they want the 3-0. They don't want to play extra maps because they want to go straight into this best of 7, and that could be 7 maps against 30k. Clearing out the Sentinel Wisp really quickly. 45 stacks for our Falstad, 106 for the Cassia. That's going to be 174 plus 390 damage. That's a lot for 1 Q. Shockwave into the Diablo. He's got full souls. He's got Spell Shield as well, which will activate. What's the cooldown on that? 45? Yeah. Lightning Breath up in 10. Power Spike or Shockwave up in 55. 18 seconds on an Ancestral, 5 seconds on a Sacred Ground, 3 charges on Flailing Swipe with that Controlled Chaos level 20. Siege Giant Camp leashed here. Diablo Shadow Charges onto Porky. Another Shadow Charge into the wall. Ball Lightning from Cassia on the low side of this. She's going to get that. Okay! Cassia does go down. That's a good pickup. That's a good pick for the side of Squeal Team 6 as they want to chase in further, but Anti-Clan Association has a lot of camps in bottom that need to be managed here. Objective phase is going to be up in about 10 seconds. Cassia dead for 49. It's a tense one, chat. Righteous Hammer. Johanna trying to make something happen here. Concussion Mine onto Junkrat. There's going to be a Shockwave. Diablo, Wind Tunnel. Hellgate out by Got Filth. Riptire chunks the Falstead down to like a third of his HP, but there's no one else around to make a play off of that. 20 seconds on the Cassia Death Timer. Diablo's found Hogger. No Wind Tunnel available for the next 37. Ancestral down for 44. Bit of a split fight. Flailing swipes. Yrel jumps away. There's going to be a Lunara just below. Seraphim activated. Leaping Strike to try and chase this in. But uh-oh, Stukov does go down. Got Filth will fall as well. Souls to be expended by Diablo. As we currently have Junkrat going core? No. There's this catapult, by the way. Here's the thing, though. There's still 3 forts available. Some gates are down for sure, but it's still a long road for Squeal Team 6 to win this map. I think they would need 1 to probably 2 more fights like that where they get a couple kills. Or I can find some siege. But this Dragon Knight, I mean, we're 23 minutes in. It's going to be a fairly chunky boy. 1,152 damage into structures. Molten Flame out. Yrel is harassing Hogger over in mid lane. Yeah, forces the bounce out from him. Okay, the fort goes down. This Dragon Knight's getting a lot more damage than I anticipated, so they'll probably need 1 more good team fight, at least if they can get this keep down here with the Dragon Knight siege. Yrel on the left-hand side will be scouted by the Wisp. 33 souls, by the way, for the Diablo. Kick onto Roger. Forces the Cassia further away. 8 to 8 in kills. Bottom lane keep taking a little bit of damage from that Molten Flame. Mason Blaze with the hammer charge, looking to step in. Does have that Templar's Verdict at level 16 for the percent-based damage as well. Seems like the bottom lane keep will be given up. They're going to go for the mid lane fort, but no, Porky's trying to back away. Can Diablo make a play off of that? Dragon Knight expiring. It doesn't look like it. Falstead, actually all heroics are up, all charges as well. 2 leaping strikes, 3 flailing swipes. Yrel uses Sacred Ground, but I mean, that's whatever. It's an active cooldown. Active cooldown, no mana cost. Alrighty. So next objective phase will probably be announced in a minute or so. Until then, we're gonna see some camps grabbed, and I gotta say, chat, this is quite the series. Squeal Team 6 are down, but they're really making a case for a map number 4. Porky getting cooked up. The Ancestral will come through. Damn near had 3 health bars. Wind Tunnel from the Falstad. The Blessed Shield from the Johanna. Here comes the Hellgate from Diablo, pushing Porky into all of that, and that will be Stukov finding the kill. 60 seconds on Johanna. As they're going for core. Anti-Clan Association, they want to step in for the grand finals, and this might be it, but you know, you don't wanna have a 3% core like map number 1. Shockwave from the Hogger finds the Stukov. He's gonna drop a lurking arm, stunned out by the core defenses. Nasmus looking to make some plays in the backline. It doesn't work out. 34 on Johanna, 60 on the Hogger Death Timer. The shielding is gonna start being scratched. Yrel activates Sacred Ground, tries to get a swing onto the enemies with the Righteous Hammer, but ends up whiffing. And Seraphim. That's a little awkward right there. She was trying to stay within the Sacred Ground, but just constantly being autoed down by Falstead. Rhaegar will be picked off here. Lunara, Falstead on the left and right of all of this. The core shielding's been dropped. Flailing Swipe number 1. Actually, that was number 2. Wind Tunnel from the Falstead. Kelsier's going to go down to core to keep shots. Roger wants to take down Lunara, but won't be able to. And 69 HP, 69% remains on this core, and it looks like... Oh, no! No!
Miss.
Oh no, Brandon. No, bud. What was that flight? What was that flight, my friend? Why? Oh no, 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 no. Johanna, she'll have a delay or two. Diablo's currently pressuring onto Hogger here, getting fantastic damage with those shadow charges. Looks like Yrel hearthed out. No, Cassia came to top lane. Lightning Breath slows Nasmus. He'll be canceled early. Still going for Dragonite Channel. Porky gets 1 delay onto Stukov here. Valimar maybe with some flailing swipes. Ball lightning onto Johanna. They're going to try and keep that connection. Dragonite's channeled here by the members of Anti-Clan Association. Dragonite, 27 minutes in. They're marching towards core. Brandon has respawned. Diablo goes in, got Filth with a third of his HP. Backs away for a moment. Wind Tunnel from the Falstad. The Dragonite's just going on core. 50% left on this thing, but Falstad chunks heavily. And now Dragonites, they're already taking down the shielding. This is going quite quickly. That's going to be a Sacred Ground from Yrel. Lot of low health bars here as Falstead's trying to mop up the fight. But this is going to be the core falling. And GG, well played. The members of Anti-Clan Association take this series 3-0. We're heading to the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen.